Our invocation today will be led by past President John Palmer. Oh, I looked at Hal and I went Palmer. John Claypool. It's only 2 days after Christmas.
Father, we stand before you in thanksgiving for the blessing of your Son coming to live with us. We ask you to watch over all that we do this coming year. We ask for health, happiness, friendships. We ask to be able to serve as Lions in this community. We ask you to bless this food to us and us in your service. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, John. Our flag salute today will be led by Kyle James. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And our song today will be led by Judy Fromdahl. Country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrims' bride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Thank you. I believe we have some guests today. Kathy?
Madam President and fellow Lions, today we have my granddaughter Natasha, and Kim Vaquero. Would you like to introduce your guest, please?
Octavio, visiting with us again.
And Steve, would you like to introduce the two young ladies, please?
President Maryland, Lions and guests, it is my pleasure to introduce to you two young ladies that we found sleeping on the floor this morning. So we
They are our
invited
guests.
into lunch. On my immediate right is Sophia, and her sister, older sister, is Brianna, and we're happy to have them around.
Yes, welcome. So we have a little bit of a sunshine report. I think was I going to go ahead and do that, Sharon? Jim Wilson, a former member of our club, passed away. And if any of you remember Bethany, also from Speedy Litho. Was Jim the original owner of Speedy Litho? Yes, okay. So we've been passing a card around. We'll get that sent to the family. Also, I did talk just a little bit about Diana, is it Diane? Diane, Kyle's wife. And she's still waiting now to get a new surgery date scheduled for her back. So we'll give that some concern. Plus, Greg mentioned Betty, so we're going to keep Betty and Diane in our prayers. So I'd like to move on to announcements. Zone Chair Doug Harvey.
Thank you, President Maryland. Fellow Lions and guests, 30 days. Count 30 days until the 26th of January for our next big zone meeting. It's going to be at 6 o'clock at the Southern Norway. Should have a good time. Walk it down. Thank you.
Bill Pontes, it's all over here.
President Garland, fellow Lions and guests, through a generous donation from several large manufacturing companies, we now have the complete issue of Playboy and Hustler to be read in the recycling tent. So while we're there, I would like to have some help restacking the paper just a little bit. But we We had to put a lock on it, and the thing about it is that the labels were still on these magazines. So we know who gave them. Okay? Thank you.
Move on down to Rex Boswell.
President Maryland Bell Lions again. I have a sign-up sheet there I'm going to pass around for next Wednesday. We'll start picking down all the lights and displays with the city over there with the food trucks. And then the following Saturday, we'll be over there to move everything back to the shop.
What time on Wednesday?
7 o'clock Wednesday morning and 9 o'clock Saturday morning. Yeah,
A week from tomorrow, right? January. I think that's all the announcements there are. I have several little details here that have come into my hands. We had some thank you notes. One is from the Bob Kane's family. Dear members of Lions Club, thank you for all of your thoughts and prayers over the last several weeks. Thank you also for the lovely cards and the beautiful green plant arrangement. They added a ray of light to a very sad time for us. Love, Betty Jo and family. So that was from the Bob Kane family. And then for Harold Malone's son Kelly, this is a thank you note. It's called Side by Side, and this is an organization. Dear members of the Longview Pioneer Lions Club, the Ministry of Side by Side at University Presbyterian Church acknowledges with gratitude the gift of $50 you made in memory of Kelly Malone. A recognition of your donation has been sent to Kelly's family. We thank you. Your generous investment fuels the joy and abundance Kelly helped to create at Camp Side by Side Espresso Cart, tangibly loving and celebrating families who have a child with cancer. We have been overwhelmed by the enthusiastic response of Kelly's circle of family and friends, providing lattes, Italian sodas, and so much more into perpetuity. We raise our espresso cups to you. J.J. Kissinger, Side by Side Director. Again, thank you, Lions. We love Harold and we love you. Mark, Patrick, and Yossi Malone. That is, Kelly's son was Patrick and his wife Yossi. So that's really a nice thank you for them. And that family, the Malones up north, Kelly and his wife have been very dedicated to this camp in the summer for kids that have cancer. It's kind of been their mission. Kelly's wife also had cancer a few years back in her back and was healed, so wonderfully healed. I have now a special award for first VP Cindy Fickett. Would you stand, please? Congratulations on growing your club during the centennial celebration. Thanks to your efforts, we will be able to serve more people in our next century of service. So, Cindy Fickett, you have a silver award during this centennial year. Congratulations. So now third VP, Leroy. Leroy is going to fill in for Cindy Sessions. This is Awards Day, and he has a few awards to give out.
President Maryland, fellow Lions and guests. We have some awards to hand out for, okay, Rex, pay attention here. For the month of November. That's okay. Yeah, this year. I believe it's this year since I haven't done it for over a year myself. Yeah, for October, no.
It's for November.
Yeah. Got one here for November. So anyway, we're going to start off with, we've had a few events going on for November, and we want to start off with our Lion of the Month for the month of October, for the month of November. I keep on saying October because I have another one here for October, and keep on looking at it. Anyway, Lion of the Month for November. This is for Carrie Ann Botero. She ran the Jumbo Toy Run, and she has done this quite a few years now. How many years? Long time. Anyway, so we just want to show our Lions appreciation for heading up that event and getting the Lions involved. And anyway, thank you very much, Carrie Ann. Let's see here. Another one we have, person that's here today. This is for Unsung Lion of the month of November. This is for Bill Pontius is our Unsung Lion. Bill has taken over the recycling. He brings it to us every Tuesday to remind us to bring in paper, the bins that are being built or wherever they are at, and getting Lions more involved in a program that over the last couple of years kind of had dwindled. He's picking it up and running with it, and we just want to...
Bill's brother picked up the award.
Can Bill's brother? Yeah, Bill's brother. Well, I was going to let Bill know, but you know, those magazines, Bill, that you got, Bill. You know, the Longview Library does take magazines, and maybe you could drop them off there and get a donation for the club. Anyway, Unsung Lion of the month of November, Bill Pontius.
The one other thing that I meant to note about this.
Sure.
I don't need that.
Oh, I know.
We got 7 Lions Roars, the national publication, in last week's newspapers recycling, and that was one day after they came in the mail. So I don't think people are reading them.
Brother,
Thank you.
you're welcome, Bill. Thank you. Well, you know, you just want you to hold it. Oh, yeah, proof that it's there, right? Let's see here. Take a look to see if the others are here, and they are not. So, hey, thanks. We're done.
Thank you. So because of this day and awards, kind of involves leadership, doesn't it? Things that people have taken over and volunteered their time and their service. And I had asked Hal if he might share a few comments on leadership. Well, right now, currently, Hal carries the title of past council chair. And I just wanted to recognize all of you as leaders. And starting from being a Lion member, I mean, all of you can raise your hand there. Not only a Lion member, but, you know, I think most of us are Lions for life. How many of you have been a president? Please stand.
Ooh.
That way you won't go to sleep.
Yeah, George, because you're next up here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, keep standing up.
Zone chairs. Zone chairs, past zone chairs. You can just stay standing. Okay, if you've been a district governor, stay standing. Okay, we want to thank you, district governors. Steve, you can sit down. Thank you, my man. And, you know, I've had the pleasure of going to conventions, conferences, council meetings, and cabinet meetings, and all of these great places that I could observe these leaders, and including Hal. And Hal not only was council chair one year, I believe that you have been, what's that word?
Leadership chair.
Yeah, and then you sat up front afterwards as, not sergeant of arms,
Oh,
but
parliamentarian.
Parliamentarian.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's just a great deal of information that happens when you go to all of these meetings. So, Hal, I'm going to turn this microphone over to you, and you can share a few
Okay.
minutes.
Well, thank you, Marilyn. I'm confused. It's 25 till, so I have that all that time?
No.
Oh, okay. No.
How much time do you want?
It's a couple, 3 minutes. So how many say 5? How many say 4? How many say 3, 2, 1? So the secret of leadership is give people what they want, right? Yeah. Bye.
John still wants something, I don't know.
Yes, John?
Alan, recognizing the leaders of this club, as you well know, even better than I, all of the past and present secretaries should stand.
Oh, yeah, would the past secretaries please stand? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We refer to these. Keep standing up. Stand back up. He's trying to take a picture of past secretaries. Just so you know, we refer to these people as not the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree.
No, they're the brightest.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is interesting. I was thinking, what is it we could talk about that would get us off for the first of the year? The Seahawks, right. Well, you know, okay. I mean, have you watched Russell Wilson's leadership style in the field? Notice how he tries to engage every player in that huddle? Have you noticed that? I got to tell you, that is a big secret to leadership. And I think a bigger secret to leadership is realizing when you're a committee chair or vice president and you're in that huddle and you're making sure everybody's going to try to make the right play, sometimes they don't make the right play. Isn't that true? There are people on your committee that, I'm going to say it in the nicest way, may let you down. Okay? You need to understand, working with those people is part of leadership. What do you think your job is when you find somebody who's let you down? What do you think that is? Who's got an idea? Try to make them better. What's a good way to try to make them better? Compliment them. Include them. Forgive them. Thank you. The first thing you got to do as a committee chairman and leader is forgive that person. Because with all of the perfect people in this room, please stand up. Yeah, there's Bill.
Let's all stand up.
Yeah. So John Claypool, could you tell us the only perfect person that ever lived on earth? Jesus Christ. That's the only perfect person. The rest of us all fall short. That's it. I fall short at times, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he wants to point out that Steve falls short, but it's not that much of a fall. Do the granddaughters understand that we love your grandpa? Not really, huh? Yeah, but it's hard. We understand. Especially when he won't even give you a couch to sleep in. He makes you sleep on the floor. Oh, my goodness.
Nice blow-up bed.
It's a nice blow-up bed. But as I look at this club and what I hope we can do better in the next year is that when we find that person who said they'd do something and they didn't do it, we find out why. Because I can tell you when I don't do things, there are 3 reasons. I forget. You want to know what reason number 2 is? I forgot. Yeah, that's right. And obviously my wife told me to do it, so I pretty much forgot it, right? Yeah. And so we forget. Some of us are still in business. So you retired guys need to be clear that when you're in business and we were supposed to do something and we didn't do it, and we're feeling worse than you are because we wish we could have got it done. You know? I'm sure Dolly as treasurer wished that sometimes she could get that check right out, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't. You know? I sure didn't. That's right. But I think one of the biggest things we can do to build up our club is build up each other. You know, as I look at this group, you know, you look back there at Paul Spears every week taking our money, right? Yeah. And giving us change. Paul, we appreciate you for that. Yeah, you didn't get change? You know? We look at Maureen back there. How many ever recognizes Maureen for giving us the little red ticket? Thank you, Maureen. And then there's Kathy back there with a big smile on the granddaughter. You're always more popular when you bring your kids or your granddaughters here. Did you notice that? Thank you, Kathy, for all the work you do back there. And I guess I would say that's the final thing in leadership for this moment. Thank you very much. Thank you, President Marilyn.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You got 30 seconds left.
So now, I just thought of a few things while I was listening to Hal, and I didn't recognize my current board of directors. So I would like to thank Leroy, Ken, and Cindy for stepping up. It's a challenge to be in a position like this, and Hal, you did point out sometimes, we might forget to do something, but our hearts are right, and so we appreciate your support. Also, Secretary Steve, who happens to be the love of my life. It's worked out really well that we've been in the same household, I think, with the Secretary President, so that's a blessing. Yes, and Dolly, our treasurer, she is a total blessing. Secretaries and treasurers really are the masterminds that support the president in many, many ways. So, current board of directors, would you please stand, any of you that is serving on the board this year? So let's give them a hand. You guys are standing too, you're on the board. Right. So now there's several of you that have served on the board as well. Would you stand, that our past board? Yeah. Just take a look around. It's a very rich group of people that love to serve. Thank you. Yes, rich in service. Now, for any of you that haven't stood, you might give some consideration to getting involved this coming year or next year. I feel that the rewards of leadership in any capacity, you may not do it because you want the reward, but there's always a reward at the end of that service, whatever it is. So just give that some thought to continue to help us serve as Lions and spread the word. What a great club that we are. So, Secretary Steve, I have some business to do here. Is there any senility today?
Everybody was good.
Wow. Okay, just a couple of announcements for review. Next zone meeting is January 26th at Sons of Norway at 6 p.m. They put on a wonderful meal. Rex Boswell announced that Lions Island will start doing the takedown next Wednesday. That would be January 4th at 7 a.m., January 4th. Saturday, 9 a.m., that following Saturday for takedown. Bill Pontius continues to encourage us to recycle. Remember to bring those things with you. So I suppose you want a blue ticket. One last blue ticket for 2016.
I got a blue ticket.
5355 614. Darlene, she gets to draw today. So while Paul is setting that up, the red ticket, 821-2023. Are you showing a ticket there? Mike, are you the winner? The last three digits are 023. Red ticket. Mom got it. Bambi. So traditionally, Bambi, where would you like to donate that? Relay for Life. Okay. And looking at Bambi, Bambi has one more requirement so that she can get her blue badge. So the committee chairs or committees of orientation, we need to set one up soon for that. So if you could actually meet me after the meeting, just a little bit, we'll talk about that date. That might be good. That be okay? Yeah. Okay. This is the Relay for Life drawing.
Number 1 is John Hall Sr. And number 2 is Flora Lee.
Florrie? Okay, cool. So we also have an end of the month drawing. Did we do that? Carrie Ann, would you draw a name out of there? Drum roll. And this one goes to Bob Heidemann. So. Diabetes. So the end of the month drawing goes to diabetes. Okay. So is there anything else that I need to announce today? Okay. A happy new year to you coming up.